Speaking of music, did you see this? I just want
Yes.
to touch on this. So a clip came out of Jensen of the
Brooks Jensen.
Brooks Jensen of, I forget the tag team name, but Fallon Henley's in it, and that girl has my heart. But he came out to Journey's. Why can't I think of the name of the song?
Yeah. I don't know it.
He stands.
But it was a dark match, so that's
But
why they were able to use copywritten music.
Exactly. Which brings the question, Sarah, of why I even mentioned this. Do you think that WWE, or even, AEW is a bad example, so WWE should do this for their superstars?
Yeah. I would love for them to pay up to have copywritten music used, because that's how some of their music used to be. Like Fred Durst, when Limp Bizkit, like
Yeah.
that is so iconic. And I think that they were lucky with who they had, who coming up with original themes and whatever. But we're not really at that point anymore. We talk about like Johnny Gargano's song, like it's horrific now, and it was a banger before. And I think that sometimes the generic kind of sounding, or that this was created for them sounding theme just doesn't hit. And I feel like it's almost unfortunate that when they come to WWE that they can't use certain music,
Yeah, exactly.
And not all performers are going to be against their music being used, especially because it promotes them constantly. It's just going to depend on the person. Like maybe Journey doesn't want their music to be used in professional wrestling. Like, okay, that's fine. But especially ones that are like relevant right now, up and coming rappers or pop stars, whatever, why would they say no?
No, well, yeah, exactly.
It's free advertisement.
It's constant free advertisement. Now they probably have to pay a fee or whatever, but it works out both ways. Plus, then you get probably a live performance. You get some FaceTime on a massive platform. I don't know. And not a counterpoint, but more of an additional detail to what you said. Every single wrestler has had to have a copywritten song for their entrance when they were in the indies, minor leagues, whatever. We're at a point now where a lot of these guys are known for their songs, and they take their song places. And for instance, Grado, a European wrestler who I watched a Vice documentary about, he comes out to Madonna, Like a Prayer. But it's so synonymous with him that if you're at a wrestling show and you hear like a Prayer, you think Grado's coming out. Or you just said the Undertaker one.
Well, even like obviously they paid for Cult of Personality, so
that's not original D money sign or CFO. I mean, like whatever.
Yeah.
CFO is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one more. Well, a personal one, friend of the show, the Victorious BRG, who just made his first appearance in MLW, which is big. That's a big step for Brett. I'm very happy for him. Brett Ryan Gosling, he comes out to Sweet Victory, the SpongeBob song. And that's became his thing because he's the Victorious BRG. He comes out to Sweet Victory. He claims Sweet Victory. So when it becomes part of your gimmick too, that also is a real factor that if you just ante up the money a little bit, the return on investment with that may actually work out to making you more money because of a superstar's likeness. So I'm so for it. And like, look at Daniel Bryan. This is the only AEW example I'll give. Look at Daniel Bryan with Final Countdown.
Yeah.
He was known for that in Ring of Honor. Like that was his song. And then they come out like,
it's probably just going to depend on who they are and how much it is, because I don't know how much like it really costs, but I feel like as long as whoever is wanting to use the song or something isn't like a really controversial figure or something, you know what I mean? Then I don't really see why artists would take such an issue with it. As long as they got paid, then I feel like, okay, I mean, because then it also becomes a stream. You know, they upload it to streaming services, so they would get a cut of that too. Like, it feels like a no-brainer. But again, I don't know how it all works. So
I don't know how it works.